little pee-pee freakies. Today, we're learning all about your gay awakenings.
Am I going to get to learn about yours too?
I didn't even think about it. Did you think about it?
I didn't think about it.
Well, we'll see.
Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Staying Up with Cami and Taryn. I'm Cami.
And I'm Taryn. And every night we get to have a sleepover, but every week we invite you to join us.
Thanks for staying up.
What's up, honey?
Taryn's making me drink protein lemonade or whatever the fuck this is. It's
Okay.
actually quite good, but it's just like,
Y'all,
sometimes you just don't want it.
this is not sponsored and it's not AG1. This is just the cups we're using. But
I'll take a sponsor from either.
Yeah, we'll put it in the bio. What is it?
Description.
I'm going to put it in my bio.
She cares so much about...
Hey,
what is
guys,
it called?
Clear protein drinker.
Is that what it's called?
It's called Grams, but we'll put a link in the bio and in the description.
If you go to Taryn's Instagram bio, it says Taryn Arnold, copywriter, Tumblr deck,
Bro.
protein shake.
Protein enthusiast. What I love about this protein powder is that it is whey protein, but it is clear.
I thought you were like, it's whey protein.
This shit is whey protein. But it's clear and it just tastes like lemonade.
Oh, also, you should really appreciate me drinking this for you because it's also not even vegan. I'm drinking whey protein.
Honey, nobody made you.
You kind of bullied me into it this morning.
That's insane.
She told me if I don't start having protein, I'm going to stay fat and ugly. Just what she said to me. She was like, you look gross.
This is so demonic of you. What's crazy is you weaponizing my love for you. Because she worked out, I worked out, and we came together to record this podcast. And I go, baby, I made you protein. And she goes, and then she lies about me saying that she's fat and all this shit.
Obviously, I'm kidding.
People don't know that. People probably behind the scenes think I'm like, drink it, bitch.
If people think that, they've never watched an episode of this podcast.
Yeah, well.
No, she was just telling me that like we both are wanting to build muscle and lose fat. And the best way to do that is build more muscle because then your muscle eats fat. It stays working. And you need protein to do that. But I just like, I bet most people would love this flavor. Like it's like sweet lemonade. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I just don't want that in the middle of the day.
But it's sugar-free. No sugar.
But it tastes sugary. I don't care if it's free of it. It tastes like it.
Well,
which is
you know
probably on purpose. It tastes good.
I was gunning for a sponsorship. And my darling here is like, it's too sweet.
It's not too sweet. I'm saying like it's good, but I just don't like that in the middle of the day.
Your face also after every sip is telling a different story. You guys, it's good.
It's very good. I don't like any protein, anything.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'm just like, after workout, I want just like water.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person who has water. I didn't even like sparkling water for a long time. And black coffee. Like I don't want a lot of flavor.
Oh, you know what, honey?
But I bet if it wasn't sweet,
you don't have to use the protein.
What's making it sweet?
I'm sure like monk fruit or one of those types of things.
Yeah, it just tastes like lemonade.
That is what it is. There are other flavors, but also a lot of these things are coming out where you can it's just like protein water. I think they're trying to do now, like sparkling waters with protein and stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
Because I think it's new that you can like isolate it from being like the big like milky powder vibe.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's never good for me.
Yeah. So
anyways, I got an at-home reformer Pilates machine from this company called Your Reformer, and it has become my entire personality. It's been
we've lost her
a day and a couple hours since I've had it, and I want this to just be my whole identity now.
She's worked out 3 times in a day and a half.
It's really enjoyable. Like I did a workout right before the podcast, and then I was like, I'm sad to like leave this. So then I did a 10-minute stretch and meditation, and it felt so good. You would love it.
Well, it was crazy, guys. I walked down here and I was like, I know she should be done with her workout, but she was like tracing her finger along it and going, I'll never leave you. I'll be back.
I did actually do the workout, do the stretch, and then just sat on it and kept working on my computer.
Give it a couple kisses.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't want you to get lonely down here. And it's so pretty.
I can't wait to use it. I've just been on my like weightlifting grind. I go to my neighbor's. He's got a nice gym.
Grind.
Not the grind. I'm just grinding.
I just thought like doing a reformers class at home. I didn't think I would do well enough or it would be that hard.
Yeah.
Because half the reason why reformers Pilates is so difficult is because like it's a small little group and everyone's staring at you and it's kind of intimidating. And then you're like kind of bullied into doing well.
100%.
It was like one of the best Pilates classes I've ever had. And
The one here?
Yeah.
Maybe because you really get to focus and you're thinking less about how you look. That's how I always feel. I'm like, how much better of a workout could I be getting if I wasn't freaking out that other people could see my reflection from like
Finish it.
Nice.
I drank my whole protein thing way quicker than her.
From like, I haven't even had a sip yet. From like 10,000 angles. You know, those rooms always have like so many mirrors.
There's mirrors.
It's like there's a mirror
There's
in your,
someone
into
right
your
next to
coochie.
you.
You're like, this is too
Not in
fucking
your
much.
coochie.
It's like surround sound mirrors.
Yeah, it just like gets intimidating. So you're kind of afraid to fail or to look stupid. So then you aren't trying to your ability. You're like just trying to like not look dumb. Where in here, I was like, I don't care. Like I'm willing to do the modified one so I get the right movements and positioning and like build up to it. Where like in a class, I'm like, I don't want to do modified.
I'm proud of you, honey. I think that we're doing really good with our physicality.
Yes.
I think we're really trying to move more. Sometimes we get into little couch potato sort of phases in our lives, as we all do. But just move. Just have to be big.
Yeah,
Can be a
I've
dance,
been
can be a
like
jig, can be a walk, can be a talk.
dealing with all the like mental gymnastics of IVF. Been just trying to find things that feel good, but it's really hard. And I think anyone who's dealt with any kind of like emotional
Let her be. Let her be. Let her cook.
I keep wanting
Let her
I keep
cook.
wanting to say mechanical, mental. Oh my God. I was like medical, mechanical.
Uh-oh.
I could not get to mental. I also have had crazy brain fog this week. Anyways,
You know, sometimes when you see someone else lose the plot and then you're kind of like,
you're like, I can't help you.
You know where it's going and you can hop in. I felt like you sucked every thought out of my brain to try to find your thought. So I was like this. I felt like I was underwater. That was insane.
I'm sorry. Sorry for sucking your thoughts out.
Sorry for scaring you, Papa.
Sorry for scaring you, Papa. Anyone who deals with any kind of like mental hurdles, I feel like it's a hard balance between pushing yourself because you know that you need certain things to feel better and like being gentle with yourself. It's really hard to find that sweet spot.
Yeah.
So I've just been trying to do little things like getting a few chores done in the morning or moving my body a little bit. I've also been doing the 2 out of 3 rule where you do hair, makeup, outfit. You pick 2 of those things and you feel more put together. But this week I decided I don't have to do, which I did none of those as you can see today.
You didn't do any of them?
Look at me.
You look beautiful.
You're very sweet.
You do.
But I decided that if I work out in the morning, I don't have to do any of those things if I don't want to.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, oh, I don't feel like doing my hair and makeup. It's like, well, then go work out. You know?
Nice, brother.
So that's been nice where it's like, I feel like I'm getting what I want, but also doing something that maybe I don't want to do, but I know is good for me.
We're also in a complete fuck it era, fuck it and have fun era, where we're just
Do it for the pot.
I think that we realize like, okay, this is really the last hurrah because we both feel really good about our upcoming transfer where we're like, this shit is happening. A baby is coming out of my wife
Sure as hell hope so.
and it's going to work. Like I feel it and I know you feel it and we don't want to talk about it that much because it makes us nervous. But that our friends know that. And so everyone's kind of just been like, come on, like you're not going to be able to do this soon and whatever.
Yeah, everyone's like, you're going to be pregnant. You're going to have a baby at home. Like, if you don't have a sitter plan, you're not going to be able to stay out. And everyone's making us, like, just constantly hang and have silly little times.
But it's really fun. And I feel
been
like
fun.
Cam, did she lose the plot? No, I think you could say she found the plot. She's never taken a shot, this girl, and me neither. But Cam will take one a little bit more than I will. But
Yeah.
the other night, we were at Futch, and this girl pops the fuck off and goes, I'm kind of feeling a shot, you guys. And our group was like,
it.
huh? And then for some reason, we all pinky promised. I don't know to what. We all put it. Uh-oh.
I don't remember that.
Lights.
We pinky promise?
We
No, I was
all-
fine. I wanted to take a shot because I was sober.
I know. Well, you weren't sober, but you felt sober.
I had like a drink.
Regardless, we put all our pinkies together, and we were like,
Yeah, what were we doing?
we all went, ee! And then you guys all took shots. I took a half a
What
shot.
were we doing? I don't remember.
I don't know
Why?
either. Huh.
I forget.
I
Yeah.
don't know, brother. But
And
anyway,
it was
I'm
disgusting.
liking,
The shot was bad, but it was fun.
but I'm liking this era for us. And
Yeah.
I just heard something on a podcast that was like talking about how, hold on, I forgot.
I just learned this profound thing that has changed my life.
Oh no.
And I think about it every day.
No,
all
I literally
day.
heard it 10 minutes ago.
What was it?
I don't even remember. But it was basically, I think, just like these girls talking about the different kind of friendships that they have in their life and how if being involved, if like being, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I might be so off base here, but was it the TikTok of like being a certain age in your friend group where one person is like holding their baby, another person's talking about their okay, because that was cute too, and I
That
know
was
you
cute
loved
too. I
that.
was literally listening to a podcast as I walked in the door to film this.
And you don't remember? Or
No,
okay.
I think that it's like I just can't say it.
Okay,
I know how
Let's
it makes
try.
me feel.
okay, let's get there, baby. We'll get there.
Basically, they were talking about how everyone has different kinds of friendships.
Put your glasses back on. It'll make you feel smarter.
Okay, you just want me to look cuter, and I get that.
I disagree with that. Stop projecting. It's annoying me. Worry about yourself.
I think I'm done. It doesn't even matter.
No.
No.
Will you tell me later? No. Me no. I don't care. You yes?
Oh,
no.
you know what I was thinking?
What?
You know how we've been loving going to trivia?
Yeah.
And like,
Sure.
I've been loving, and you had fun last time.
Sure.
And you were really good. You got a lot.
It was really good.
I was thinking the girls are all out of town tonight, but what if we still went? Just you and me.
Okay. Not to be crazy.
Uh-oh.
But I had that thought too. And I was like, oh my God, that'd be so funny if just you and I went. But honey, it would be, I think it'd be pretty bad.
But it doesn't matter. We can put a name that no one will ever know it's us. We could do for the peepees. What if we go?
Do it for the PBs?
Like,
I'll think about it.
and it's $3 tacos.
Yeah. Here's the thing. They don't have tacos that I can eat
Oh, right.
is the problem.
So true.
And I don't love trivia. So like I go because you really
me sometimes.
Honey,
Because it really,
okay,
you
so
loved
let
it
me
last
clear up
time.
the confusion.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I've said it so many times. I don't like trivia. Just because I have a good time doesn't mean that's my preferred hang. I go because I know you really want me to go.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I'm not like a sourpuss the whole time I'm at something doesn't mean that like I'm loving it.
Mm-hmm.
We also are there with a bunch of our friends and I will hang out with our friends. So if it's just me and you going, it's probably better if we do something that we both like to do. You know? Doesn't that make like a little more sense? So there's no confusion. I don't like trivia, and that's not changing. Mm-hmm. And just because I can enjoy myself and be enjoyable at trivia doesn't mean that I want to go to trivia.
What would you like to do tonight?
I don't know. Probably have to edit this podcast.
Well, that's not fun for either of
Oh,
us.
the dogs are meeting a new dog sitter today, and
Yeah,
I
that'll
really
be fun.
need them to love her.
Yeah,
Oh,
we...
it's so tough.
Our dog sitter... We've talked about this. Our dog sitter got
Yeah.
busy. Now we need a new one, but I'm a little bit nervous.
I have some things I learned this week that I would like to share.
Tell me, little girl.
Okay, that was creepy.
Sorry.
So creepy. Didn't like
weird.
it. First of all, this is so irrelevant, but I just need to share it. Do you know what CVS stands for? Like the store, like a Walgreens, but CVS. Have you ever
Convenient
thought about it?
video store. I don't know.
Video?
I don't know. Maybe
Why
they
do we
used
get
to
to
sell-
video?
Maybe they used to sell videos.
It's consumer value store.
Okay, fair. Love that.
Why have I never even thought of it being an acronym.
Honestly, go fucking off CVS.
Ooh,
Love
wow.
that bitch. So sick.
Oh, okay. The other thing I learned.
Sorry, honey. What? That was it? You just found that out? And
That's
just...
what I said. It's so irrelevant. I just
Okay.
need to share it.
Why'd you Google that?
I didn't Google it.
Where
It showed
did
up
it
on
come to
TikTok
you?
or something.
Okay.
I saw it somewhere and I was like, yeah, I've never. And I just thought that could come up in trivia.
Yeah.
I'm just practicing for
Say
you,
it
babe.
again. What? No, don't look down.
Consumer value store.
Correct.
It's also not written here because I didn't want you to accidentally read it on our notes. So I had it in a
So
separate
you're just
note.
looking into the ether.
Well, I was just looking at CVS so I could try to like jog my memory. Consumer value store.
Okay.
Lock that in, PPs, if you ever go to trivia and it comes up. My other fact I had already shared with you, but Saturday I went to a bouquet making class with our friend and it was so much fun. I actually learned so much. I thought we were just gonna like arrange flowers and they were gonna like say like, oh, put it here and balance this. We learned so much about the plants. It was so educational. And
really
I'm like,
cute.
I'm going to make everyone little bouquets now.
As you should.
But anyways, they were talking about the different parts that we were putting in our bouquets and like what they're used for. And fun fact, rosemary in front of the home in the Middle Ages was said to be an indication that the women ran the household in the home, which she said that and I like gasped because randomly Taryn and I have so many rosemary bushes in front of our house. And
That's insane.
I don't think there were any there when we moved in, and we re-landscaped the front of the house, and we didn't like, no, a lot of them weren't. We didn't pick them, but our gardener was like, oh, what do you want out here? And we were kind of describing like the vibe and not the specific plants. I was like, I want a lot of greenery, and he was showing us pictures, and he planted so much rosemary.
It's a lot.
I'm wondering if he
We
knew
had
that.
some on the side, but we didn't have it on the front.
Yeah.
But what's funny is the person who used to live here before us was a single mom.
Yeah.
So women really do be running this
started as a
home.
single mom. She moved in here with her husband. Then they got divorced, and then she stayed. And I'm wondering if he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle her power.
He literally couldn't handle her rosemary. He said,
couldn't
this
handle her
house is meant
rosemary.
to just be you.
Yeah, I just thought that was
sweet-
so funny. That I'm like,
is-
the women really do run this household, and we do have so much rosemary out front.
Looking back to this weekend when you did your flower making class, we went to this place called Huntington Gardens. It's so beautiful. It's like
Yeah, if you're in the LA area, go. It's the
so
best.
crazy. It's in Pasadena, and it's like this big walking gardens, but like 600 acres big, like huge.
Yeah, it's
and
beautiful.
Tyler and I dropped Cam and Tyler's wife Taryn, another Taryn, off at their little flower making class inside, and then Tyler and I and Kevin walked all around and whatever for a couple hours, and we went back and picked up our wives and whatever.
It was cute.
And I just thought, like, it's so crazy that if you read, just written down on paper, the story of that day, the story of that hour, two women struggling with fertility want to go to a flower making class to feel better. So they go, and while they're doing that, their spouses walk around and talk about investing and sports and work and whatever, and then go get salads and bowls or whatever. I was like thinking that sounds so old people to me.
Yeah, I'd be like, are they 80?
More just like I can't believe that's my reality. That was my Saturday.
Yep.
And I loved it.
It
But
was
it's like
perfect.
I feel when I hear that, I feel like I'm 12 again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, those people, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
No, because I mean, it did. Even while we were doing it, I was like, this is so funny. There was honestly the age range of the people in the class. I was surprised how many young people were there. But there was also these two older women who were there who probably go to like every class, were cute as a freaking button. And me and Tata were like, that's going to be us when we're 80.
Insane.
Like, we're going to be here doing our little floral arrangement.
So
And
cute.
It'd be the best.
Happy Easter week, everyone.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Wow, that happened quick.
You forgot.
Yeah.
It's our favorite weekend one of our favorite weekends of the year.
Yeah, it is really fun when we go out to Palm Springs. I just like Easter feels like just a holiday for kids. If you're not like super religious. And I'm like, oh, it's like, that's just, it's going to be, I'm going to love it again so much more once we have kids. I love when we go to Palm Springs and we can be with our nieces, because then it's like exciting to see them excited.
There's a fishing derby.
Yeah, that makes me sad every year. I don't like that part.
There's a bingo night. Oh my
I'm
God.
mad at it this year. The bingo's replacing movie night, and that was like the magical.
I know, they always play fun.
We need to get on the board and fix some of this.
My dad's
stuff.
on the board.
Well, how did he let this happen?
We need to
Call him
sell
right now.
You know what? It is ridiculous. Why didn't he get to vote on that? That's like the most pressing moment.
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't want the movie.
No.
Maybe he brought it up. He's like, nah.
No,
He wants to make the movie night even better.
my dad loves the little movie night because you
so
drive
cute.
in your golf cart onto the golf course and you watch a movie on the golf course. So
It's
there's,
adorable.
There's no chance he would have
No,
betrayed
I'm
our
kidding.
family. Like that.
He would never
freaking
betray our family.
Also, hot on the watch list for us was the Piper Raquel docuseries.
Baby, that is so disturbing.
If
Did you see her and her little on-screen boyfriend broke up and they're like bashing each other online.
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't look into it, but I just saw.
It's just showing up for you now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So much.
I haven't seen her still.
I had never heard of this girl in my entire life.
The short of it is like this big documentary came out about this girl and her mom. And they
She's an influencer.
Yeah, but she's been like an influencer since she was like
9.
Yeah, 8 or 9 or something
Yeah.
crazy. And the mom made like an influencer squad around her and made millions of dollars off of her daughter and other people.
Things never go well when a child is the sole income for a household. It's
Freaky.
never good.
But it's totally worth I thought it was worth watching. Would you say that?
Yeah, definitely.
If you like true crime or it's not even crime, but
I mean, yeah, it's interesting.
I guess it
and
is crime.
yeah, and I think anyone who is or wants to be a parent in this day and age, it's really important because it's easy for this stuff to happen. It's a slippery slope. I mean, her mom seems next level bad, but there are parents who have good intentions, but it's just not a regulated industry.
Yeah.
Like child actors are well protected now, but they didn't used to be. And even still, like you hear so many bad stories about it, but whenever it's social media and you're in your home filming videos and your parents are helping you, things just like get really blurred lines. And then all of a sudden these families are making millions of dollars and it's all dependent on if the kid wants to keep making their videos. Is like, I just would never let our kid do it.
And now the girl is like 17 and her videos are like super sexualized and like
it's like,
and her mom like films
it's
them.
dark.
It's like ugh.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Anyway, so there's that.
So there's that. Shall we get into our topic?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you first though, did you like dinner last night?
Oh my God, guys. Taryn found some TikTok account or Instagram. Do you know their name?
I can find it while you
Shout
tell
them
me.
out. Of this just like home chef who makes these incredible, simple, I don't know if they're always veggie forward, but it's like springtime. So it's like
she's like a
veggie heavy
big
for spring.
Bean lover.
Loves. Oh yeah. She has a series of like trying to get people to like enjoy beans because they're so good for you.
I found it.
Go ahead.
It's on TikTok at least at Mina L's Kitchen.
Okay.
So fucking good.
She showed me like 4 or 5 different videos and was like, which one of these sounds good for dinner? And honestly, all of them did. So I let Taryn pick. And it was like this creamy
it's kinda lost
tofu
looking.
base with a bunch of vegetables on top, chickpeas. I think you substituted the squash or whatever it was for yellow squash. I forget what it was.
They didn't have zucchini.
Oh, it was zucchini and you did yellow squash, which was amazing.
Thanks, honey.
Oh my God. It was like, it felt like a dish you would get at a restaurant.
I had a lot of fun cooking it
It kind
for
of
you.
tasted like it should be a dish at Checker Hall.
Oh my God, thank you.
You know what I mean? Checker Hall is like Mediterranean
That means a
food.
lot.
It's so good. But it was like that where it was like veggies, but still like very hearty with the chickpea and then like a creamier base. Oh my God, it was so good.
So true, bestie. I'm really proud. And I think since we're not going out to dinner tonight, we will be making that again for dinner.
Oh, I would love it again.
Cool.
I kind of want to make a piece of toast to dip it in the little like tofu stuff.
Yeah, we could do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else you got, baby?
My last question for you is, do you feel sad at all about not going to Coachella?
No.
Not
I haven't-
1% of you?
No, I haven't gone in years.
I know, but just knowing.
No, it's like I like a music festival, but it's just so intense. And now seeing like how many problems people had this year. I mean, I've never camped out there, so like those issues.
Oh, wait,
I
what are
wouldn't.
the camping problems? Oh,
People had to wait in line forever. There was a ton
showers.
of issues. No, to get in there.
Oh.
People showed up at like 3 a.m. and didn't get in until like 12 hours later.
Oh, God.
It was apparently a total shit show. Yeah, I just think it's like a very intense weekend that I, especially right now, would not be able to handle. And like, I wasn't super excited for the performances, but now watching them live and stuff, everything was so much better.
I know.
We still haven't gotten to watch Gaga yet, and I feel like that's the performance everyone has raved about. So I would like to see that. I'm not like, I don't obsess over Gaga anymore like I used to.
Did
Like,
you have a phase of like big Gaga phase?
Oh, yeah. When I was like early Gaga.
That felt like we were not speaking English. Did you have a big Gaga face? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still like her. I just don't feel like her music currently resonates with me.
Yeah.
Nothing against her, but I just think she's such an incredible performer.
Were you a monster?
You could say that. Okay, let's get into our stories. Okay. We have been having so much fun having prompts that the PPs are giving us so we can make videos and podcast episodes that are partially you guys more than just us shooting the shit for an hour. So I think we'll definitely keep doing this. So if you're not already, follow our Instagram channel. I can't talk today.
Whoa.
What are we doing?
Not the Instagram channel.
In the bio, link in bio. Follow us on Instagram, Staying Up Pod, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You'll find us. It's in both of our bios. You can click there.
It's in the bio right next to my protein shake preference.
If you want the protein water or...
Okay, so we asked you guys the following question. When was your biggest light bulb moment realizing that you were maybe into girls? Some good answers here, you guys, and there were so many. I probably only got through a fourth of them.
I'm so excited. I didn't look at any of them because I wanted to genuinely react with you guys. Taryn pulled all of these for us. We really need a producer.
I know.
So we could both be surprised.
There's some sweet ones. Mm-hmm. There are some extremely relatable things.
Okay.
And then there is what I put together as a mega list of actual people that gave us an enlightening moment.
The gay awakening human.
The gay awakening. Okay. All right, let's start with, I kept showing my older brother pretty girls and making him have a crush on them so that we could talk about them together and obsess over their pictures.
That's so cute.
So sweet.
Like, you should like her, right? You want to date her?
Wouldn't you guys be so cute together? Let's look at her entire filmography.
She should be my sister-in-law. That's so cute.
That's so cute. Flirting just felt way more natural.
Yeah.
Love that for you. My big gay awakening is when I kissed my best friend in elementary school.
That'll do it.
When a lesbian served me at Qdoba when I was in line with my boyfriend.
Oh my God. Wait, that is like no specific memories coming back to me, but before you realize you were gay, if you would see somebody out who you had a hunch they were gay,
yeah,
the way that would make your body feel, even if they weren't your type,
just knowing they're there.
Yeah. You're like, you exist. And suddenly they were like cooler, hotter, smarter, better in all the ways.
There was a girl at my high school that was like rumored to be gay. And I remember, and it wasn't Zoya. I went to high school with Zoya for people that follow her online as well. But I don't think either of us were even. Out. I don't think there were any tinkerings of us being gay back then. Hankerings. Tinkerings.
Both.
But I remember there being a girl that everyone was like, maybe she's gay. And I was like,
she's so
almost
great.
Like freaked out by her. Like
scared of her.
Yeah. Like I was like,
you're like, we can't come
like she had
near.
cooties.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to infect me.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she did.
Next gay awakening, I wrote a lesbian Rihanna fanfic and liked the writing the sex scenes a little bit too much.
Oh my God. Wait.
Send it.
Who was Rihanna with? Was it another celeb? Was it you?
Probably a fan.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Send that to us. I'd love to read it. Probably when I asked for a wallet chain on my 8th birthday.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
I did.
That is shocking.
I know. And I don't know. Okay. I think I was copying other people because I also wore the big like skater girl shoes.
Osiris's?
No, I didn't have those ones. I forget what they were, but they're like all puffy.
Yeah.
Because my brother had them. But then like anytime any of the girls that I'm now realizing I probably had crushes on would do it, I'd be like, I'll do that too. Mm-hmm. And it's also very interesting that in hindsight, any girl growing up that I had a crush on or thought was cool, any of my friends that I even had like a little bit of a crush are gay. I don't think I've ever, I used to always say this, I'm like, I've never had a crush on a straight girl. And then I was like, I guess I'm leaving out my early years. Because I did have, and I always say like, I've never had crushes really on friends until you. Like I've never had that experience. Which I guess that's not even true because my first girlfriend.
Friends until you?
On a friend.
Oh.
Like we were friends first.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
you and me.
Yeah. Like I never really get
confused.
crushes on a friend. Like
yes.
Most queer people experience that, like crush on your like straight best friend.
100%.
And I always feel like I don't relate to that because the one girl I had a crush on, we ended up dating.
Right.
But then I look back and I'm like, no, I had crushes when I was like really young. But now I've learned that they're all gay. So I've never had a straight girl crush, I don't think.
Maybe it was just like a weird unspoken thing. I've definitely had straight girl crushes. I definitely have. Because I'm like, they're people that I was in high school with that I was like, in retrospect, in love with.
Maybe they're closeted. No.
I don't think so.
I feel like I had incredible gaydar very early on.
Yeah.
I could like sniff them out.
I mean, when you know it too, it's even stronger.
Yeah.
And you knew it younger.
Yeah.
Okay, some others. I realized it when I was in bed with my professor. There was no other information given here. Was the professor a man and that made you realize it? Because that's what a lot of people said. They like kissed a guy, they whatever. Or was it, you're sleeping with a woman professor?
Yeah, this can go either way.
A lot of ways here.
Which I'm like, I feel like if you have made it to bed with your female professor, we've already kind of had a hunch we are gay.
Maybe that's past a gay awakening.
Where I could see if you were in bed with a male professor and you're like, this is already wrong because it's my professor. And then you're like, but I actually just also don't like it.
Yeah.
Curious. I'm going to guess it's a woman.
Dude, I would love to hear from people that we know that have been with a professor.
What do you mean people like you want to see if any of our friends have been with a professor?
That's gotta have happened. Like these stories always come up of people being like, I slept with my TA in college or whatever.
Oh, especially a TA and in college when they're like both the same.
Definitely talking about people only over 18. Even 18 feels really young. But like I'm thinking college.
But a TA who's like 20 and you're 18, 19, like that's normal. It's just
like grad school.
Yeah, that just becomes like a position of power issue dynamic.
It's gross, but I do want, not gross. I don't know.
It can be. Here. If it's like your 40, 50-year-old professor and you're 18 in college, yes. Gross on their part, not on your part. It just depends.
It just depends. But all I'm saying is it's got to have happened to people in our circle, and I would like to know.
Well, let's just ask everybody.
I'm going to start asking people, hey, how was your weekend? Did you ever sleep with your professor?
Yeah.
Okay. Gay awakening. Watching women's soccer.
Yes. That will make anyone gay.
Thinking maybe in my next life I'll date girls.
That makes me sick. That makes me so sad.
That's really sad.
That you have to be like, I'm not going to get it this time, but maybe like maybe next life I'll get to.
Is there anything that you think you'll get in your next, or you want in your next life?
No, my life is amazing. No depression.
That's going to be a funny clip for Clippy.
No depression and a banging bod, baby. I'm coming for you, life number 32.
You have one of those, and the other can be fixed.
You're right, I do have depression.
Yes.
I have one of those.
No. You have banging bod.
Gotcha.
Damn. I got a hoodwinked here live on PP Town. Tila Tequila Shot at Love.
Did you watch that?
No, but I feel like you did.
You didn't?
No.
Of course I watched it.
Yeah.
What?
But now isn't she like spooky,
She's crazy.
Spooky religious mama?
Oh my God, she has lost the plot. We have to go back and watch some episodes of that. That's
so
amazing.
I'm going to get through like all of the specific people and episodes. Most of them I've gotten together. Some I haven't, but I do think it'd be fun to go through like a PPK Awakening watch party. Watch everything that has.
We can do that on Patreon.
100%.
We can rate them.
100%. Always needing. I got nervous. Always needing space, but then never needing it after dating women.
Yes.
With men, it was like, I need my time, I need my space. Like, it's too much, it's too much. And then you're like, with a woman, you're like, smother me.
Yeah.
Let me bathe myself.
Like, I want to be my own person. And then it's a woman, and you're like, I want us to be one, and I want to zip myself inside of you.
When I was tipsy at a pub where waitresses wore thigh-high socks, and I caught myself staring.
If you see a thigh high and don't look, I question your vision. Who's going to not look at that?
Baby, when are you seeing thigh highs?
I don't know.
At your local Hooters?
They don't wear thigh highs.
You're going down to your
They
local...
wear booty shorts and tights.
What about a lederhosen? Is that a thigh high?
No.
I don't know a thigh high, but I can understand it. This one is very relevant to the times. My biggest moment was when my mom took me to see Katy Perry in 3D when I was 8. There was a movie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the association to
now
queerness. Oh, I guess
she thought she was hot.
Yeah, she bugs me so much. I'm just not relating. But yeah, I guess she's saying whatever. What's that called? What's that song called? That was like iconic.
I Kiss a Girl.
I Kiss a Girl.
Fireworks. Okay, thing about Katy Perry, I also had a big Katy Perry phase. Her body was nutso.
It's still nuts.
I haven't seen her in a minute.
Her body's crazy.
Okay, what is she doing?
I don't know.
I'm
Like crazy stuff. Her body is insane.
Body,
she
yada,
like
yada.
definitely is one of those people who like reversed aging.
Yeah.
But she's just freaking me out. And like, why'd she go to space? And I don't know.
Honestly, mama went
But yeah,
to
yeah.
space.
I do.
It was crazy.
I think I was like a little too old, but that song, my mom attributes how often I played "I Kissed a Girl" to knowing I was gay. She was like, "That was your favorite song of the summer. You literally every second it was on, you were like singing so happy."
I really thought you were going to say she thought that caused you to be gay.
No.
I was like, that's really so crazy.
She didn't think it caused it. She was like, "Honey, I
That's-
know. Like that was a fun song and everyone knew it and sang it, but like you were obsessed."
You identified with the song.
Yeah.
You
And I was
identified
like,
as the song.
I kissed a girl.
I'm the song.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to prom with my best friend than my actual boyfriend. That was my gay awakening as well, I think.
Really?
Or that was like my biggest moment of realizing was that I would rather hang out with my college best friend than my boyfriend. Like I would do
The best
anything
friend
for
that
him
you
to
then dated?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But like I would do anything for him to like cancel plans or whatever. Like the whole time I was with him, I was thinking about going. I was like farted with my mouth.
I did hear that.
That was so crazy. Am I okay?
Yeah, you're okay. Continue.
It's okay.
So every time you were with him, what?
I just was thinking about how badly I wanted to get home.
And when I'm with him,
Yeah.
I am. Isn't that Katy Perry too?
Thinking of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a girl doesn't understand me, I'll explain myself. If a boy doesn't, I get mad.
Yes.
Love.
Yeah, you're like, wait, let me clear it up. What do you think? With a boy, you're like, you fucking idiot.
This one really got me. I was in 5th grade and really, really wanted to give my girly friend a piggyback ride. Question mark.
You're like, get on my back.
You literally said, get on me. And she's probably like,
Ride me, dude.
not right now. And you're like, no, literally, I'm so good at piggybacks.
Look, watch, I'm so strong.
Piggyback rides are crazy. Why are we doing that ever? Get on me. I'm going to run around.
I don't know. And it felt like, I don't know if like
Everyone was
things
doing it.
felt like taller then, but I remember it being like scary. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
I'm really up here.
It's like, how tall could your friend be?
I love to piggyback. I'm like 3 feet tall. Yeah. So what? I'm not even all the way up at your head.
I'm bending
2
my
feet off the
knees.
ground. I can step down. I'm like,
That's crazy. We should do a whole episode on experiences with piggyback rides.
gladly.
Okay, this is the one. When I would paint my best friend's back before bed.
Paint?
Like trace her
Like,
finger.
oh.
You know, and you'd be like, what am I spelling?
Yeah, that was a
And
segue
it'd be like,
to
I'm a
my
fucking lesbian.
I am a dyke. You? Question mark? That was the segue to me being with my first girlfriend.
Yeah.
Hours and hours of playing the like chills game.
Back rubs are a segue drug for lesbians.
Yes.
Segue?
Yeah.
Is that
Gateway.
right?
Segue. Vroom vroom.
Bro, I
Back
literally...
rubs are the segue drug for lesbians.
I'm picturing...
Picturing a row of lesbians with helmets on segways,
Scratching each other.
looking like little mall cops.
Bro, I saw someone fall so hard on a Segway one time. They
I
fell,
saw my mom fall on a segway.
straight down. They fell straight down on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, pushing forward is what
Yeah.
makes it go. And it was spinning on the ground.
We did a Segway tour when I was in the Outer Banks with my family, and we were in the parking lot learning how to ride them.
Sickening.
And my mom went forward and then leaned back and just kept going until she fell into like a pile of like, it was trash, but it was those like crate.
She
those
fell
wooden.
into trash. Oh, shit. That's really sad.
My dad's going, don't laugh, don't laugh.
Oh, shame, bro.
She was laughing though. She was fine. She was a
Okay,
little
good.
beat up, but she handled it like a champ.
Ooh, okay, a couple more and then I'll get into the list of actual people.
Okay.
My love language is physical touch, but I always recoiled from men.
Also, I feel like you don't know what your love language is until you're with somebody who you actually like.
100%.
Because I used to always say that too. I'm like, I hate being touched.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, now that I'm with you, I feel like physical touch is my number one.
You feel like deprived of it at all times.
Yeah.
Like right now, you're probably upset.
Yes. I hate when we sit on the couch and she has the audacity not to be touching me. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I know, that is crazy. That's so crazy of me. I'm such a bitch. After years of denial, I was asked, what % gay are you? And it all flooded in. This really makes sense to me because sometimes it's like you avoid thinking about it. And then at once something happens. Like that's what happened with I Kissed a Girl, I feel like. You don't want to think about it. Then you hear this song and you're like, oh, I'm confronted with my demons. What is it?
Yeah.
That's what happens when people are like, Kinsey scale question. Because you're like, oh, well, this is my chance to not say 0.
Yeah. And whenever you're given the option of not this or that, I feel like a lot of times when you're not sure if you're gay and you're just, are you gay? No. I've dated guys or I like guys or whatever. But then when you're presented with a percentage, then you have to think, could I kiss a girl?
Yeah.
Could I date a girl? Do I want to hold her hand? Do I want to go on a date with her? Like,
do I want to piggyback her?
Do I want to have a piggyback ride from a girl?
Do I want to segue her?
Tandem segueing. Yeah, it's like you have to think about all these minute scenarios. And then you're like, I do like that. And then you're lost in it and you're like, they smell good and they're pretty.
150%.
The limit does not exist.
Wanting to play spin the bottle at every sleepover?
I have the opposite experience. I never wanted to play because I was
scared.
so scared that it would out me. But I already knew. I think when you're like figuring it out, you're like, let's kiss, fun. Where I was like,
We got a couple cami on YouTube circa 2016.
That's very sweet.
And a lot of like realizing that you could be femme. Really like was what my light bulb moment was.
Oh my God, same. I was
I'm sure it
so
was with you.
confused being like, I just thought I had to give that side of me up. So it wasn't like, oh, I can't be gay. I mean, yeah, it was. But once I got past like, well, I am, it was, okay, well, this is who I am. So now I'm going to have to give all these things that I feel are so core to who I am up to take on another core identity.
Right.
So then when you realize like none of those have to be in line and everything that makes up you is just as equally important. It's like,
I'm a little upset I didn't show up on this list.
I'm sorry, baby. It's okay.
But I did like this one. When me and my friend practiced CPR in bed since we were both lifeguards. That'll do it.
Well done.
That'll tell you.
Okay. Should we practice again? I don't think I have that down.
I'm feeling like someone's going to die on my watch.
I'm really I'm anxious about it.
I'm really scared. Is there any way that I can even practice tongue on you? Just in case, what if that's what brings them back?
What if their tongue's in the way and I have to move it with my tongue? We should practice that.
Yeah, what if like they're choking on their own tongue?
And like, what if their clothes are just making it hard for them to breathe? Should I take them off?
And then I'm just kind of feeling like, what if they're like, I'm just going to stop. Okay.
I was like, where's it going? Where's it going?
I was teetering on, do we get to the clothes? You brought it there. Then I thought,
how far do we go?
This person's not with us.
No. And then it got
so you've undressed
No,
your
but
body.
they are, because we're talking about practicing. We're not talking about real life, them being passed out. That's so illegal and gross.
And you're back. Saved from cancellation yet again. Okay. People. This is my mega list of people.
And then should we just say yes or no if we agree?
Or if you even know who they are. Most of these I don't know.
Oh.
Jade West from Victorious.
Oh, that's the girl with the red head. She was also in that other show that
It's
Dynasty.
Okay. This is going to be a long segment.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep going. I thought you knew her.
When Lexa died in the 100.
Yeah.
Tough.
Did you not know that reference either?
Wow. One girl in high school with blue hair. We all know that girl.
Yeah.
We've all known
Everyone
her.
knows her.
Major crush on my wrestling coach.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anne Hathaway. That one threw me for a little loop-de-doop.
I get that. I think like she's kind of gone up and down a little bit.
I guess it's like which era of Anne did it for you?
I think it's like early Anne and current Anne really hits the spot. Middle Anne fell off for a little bit.
Middle Anne sounds like an era. Like from the Middle Anne era.
Oh, she had bad PR for a little bit. I feel like she got labeled a bitch. And it's like, what did she even do to deserve that? I feel like that someone was mad at her in the industry and
I think
like
just
tainted
like
her name.
like her look like they would be mean somehow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's almost.
But it's also coupled with like her
I think
kind
she's pretty, but then she's like simple, especially her roles. Like if
Her
you think
roles.
about her in Devil Wears Prada, where she's like, I don't care about looks, and then like ends up being kind of like a mega bitch. Well, actually, her boyfriend was the monster in that.
Anyway, Natasha Richardson in Parent Trap.
Which one's Natasha? Is that Chessie?
Don't know.
Because yes.
Then someone said Beyonce SB 2013, then sent a link to a timestamp. And I couldn't click it.
A link to her performance at the Super Bowl?
With a timestamp.
Oh.
So there must have been some move that Beyonce did at a certain point.
I need to know.
We can look after this.
Wow.
Phoebe Tonkin in H2O.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Phoebe Tonkin, anytime.
Ingrid's coming out video.
Oh, great one. Solid. Oh my God. Speaking of Ingrid, we literally have her candle company.
Oh my God.
Right next to us. That's so funny. The new Savant.
Love. Obsession with Hayley Williams, of course. Being obsessed with Nora from Step Up, not Channing Tatum. So the main girl.
100%. I didn't give. Well, everyone also
really
at
cared
the
about
time was
Channing,
saying that Channing Tatum and my brother looked alike.
Oh.
So that was never. But also, I was like,
Whoa.
no wonder I thought he was just like, whatever.
Do you think they look alike?
No. Certain when he like had his head shaved and my brother's like bulkier.
Got you.
Some moments, but no.
Cool.
But yeah, Nora was much better.
A lot of South of Nowhere mentions.
My people.
And I know those are your people.
That was my gay awakening.
Demi Lovato doing literally anything.
Yeah, I think I was too. I like Demi Lovato when she bends her knees in a very specific way and wiggles them a little. Yeah, can relate.
Saw Dua Lipa on stage. I even talked to my therapist about it.
All you have to say is saw Dua Lipa.
All you have to say is Dua.
Dua.
And we know.
Oh my
Dua
God.
Lipa,
Disturbingly hot.
something is wrong.
If
you're a true PP, you know that we come to this conclusion every 8 months.
And, okay, she's ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
Talented.
Accent.
But she like worked hard for her talent. Where like, I love that she wasn't the best dancer and now is really good. Where I'm like,
proud of her.
We had to have a little adversity or it was gross.
100%.
She's smart. Oh my God, she's so cool.
She's got a book club.
Oh, I love her. She interviews authors on her YouTube channel.
Yeah, she's perfect.
She's perfect.
Steph and Lena holding hands from The Fosters.
Oh, I didn't watch The Fosters.
That's okay. We can get there. My gay neighbor. She had a bike and tattoos. We've all had that neighbor.
Say less.
When Elizabeth Swann became a pirate.
Oh my God. I love that.
Someone said tie-dye girl Parent Trap. If you know, you know. Don't know, but here's a picture of her.
Tie-dye girl.
It's probably going to be some random ass character that was in the back being like, hey, you guys want to skateboard in the parking lot?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Parent Trap was like that.
I bet tie-dye girl is a random character. I doubt it's a main character.
Oh my God.
Show me.
This girl, that's her in her tie-dye. But I feel like you'll recognize her more here. And she does look like
she
a
was
little
cool.
future lesbian.
She was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And here's a clip of her giving the other girl a piggyback ride. You have to be fucking with me right now. Wait, there could be a whole new plot line that this is now like a lesbian film.
Love. That was her first love.
I don't know. I didn't. Oh my God, she made her. Oh my God, they're so cute.
Wait, honey, we need to watch that.
God, I love
probably
Parent
on
Trap.
Disney
How did
Plus.
I forget about her?
Okay, a couple more.
Wow.
I meant to write Hermione Granger, but I seem to have written Heroine Granger.
Same thing.
Hermione Granger in the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yes.
Did something happen to her?
She just grows up, so she's like way hotter.
Okay. John Tucker
And
must die. I agree. All of the women working together, taking down little John
I'm like,
Tucker.
guys, who cares about him? Just like kiss each other.
Keira Knightley in Bend It Like Beckham.
Yes.
But of course. Buffy. Did you watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
A little bit.
Yeah, Buffy when Willow kissed Tara.
I guess I need to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer more.
Haley Kiyoko music videos.
Yeah.
Which is so sweet because when I think of our gay awakening in the moments that like will stick out, it's so long ago. So it's so sweet that like that's a modern person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like before those when
She's
those
a
videos
modern
were
gal.
a modern woman.
She's one of us.
When those were out, I was like very, very out already. But there's like a whole new group of people who needed that. So cute.
Two more that came to mind. In Black Swan, when Mila Kunis goes down on Natalie Portman.
Duh.
Didn't see that. Black Swan scared me too much.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll watch just that clip for you.
Is it pretty hot?
It's very hot.
Wow, those curls together is a little shock.
Yeah. Well, it's like you have to know about the movie too. It's like, did it happen? Did it not? It's all crazy.
No, I can't watch that. I do remember that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And lastly, Brit and Madonna at the 2003 VMAs. That was them kissing.
Yeah.
I don't remember that doing anything for me.
Christina Aguilera was there too, and they also kissed, and it didn't get shown, and then she felt snubbed.
And as a Christina Aguilera enthusiast, that was not okay with you.
No, it was just like weird, and that stuff doesn't do it for me because I'm like, you're making a mockery out of queer relationships because Madonna, I think, is into women, but I'm like, you guys are just performing, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
and that made me feel icky. Like I'm not a lesbian for like people to watch. And I was already like, I think very aware of my gayness then. I don't remember what year that was.
I'm sorry, PP, but Cam does not agree with your likings.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying it wasn't the same for me.
It wasn't for you.
It wasn't for me. Guys, thank you for sharing. Those were incredible. And I relate to all of them except for you, last PP. No, just kidding. We do have a PP story this week, and I'm so excited. Don't forget, you can always ask us questions, send in stories, ask for advice at 323-577-8857. Leave a voicemail. It just has to be under 3 minutes. And you can still always email us if you're more comfy doing that. But
also, after the PP story, I have to tell you guys my 2 funniest jokes that I've told in probably a year that I told back to back. And I just remembered right now.
Okay, we'll end on the jokes.
Yes.
Hey guys, this is Victoria. I just wanted some advice. So I am in a relatively fresh relationship with my girlfriend, and she has never really been in a serious relationship before. I've lived with a partner, I've been married, whatever. Anywho, so I said after this last relationship that didn't work out, that I was not going to move again for a relationship because I did that this last time, got a new job, moved to a whole new city, and the relationship ended up not working out. So I came back to where I was and where I'm happy and have said I'm not going to do that again. But this girl I'm seeing, she lives 2 hours away as well, and she's never left home, and she's really close with her family and has a young nephew that she adores. And she is saying that she is open to moving to where I am. And that's wonderful. I'm just worried that she will end up resenting me, not resenting me, but like holding it against me later on that she left, home and family and friends for me. And I don't know if that's just because that's kind of how I got to feeling in my last relationship. But yeah, just looking for some advice on how to handle this situation and how to be comfortable with letting her potentially give up everything one day for me, I guess. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Oh, man. This is like a tale as old as time, difficult situation because you are trying to make decisions preparing for if things were not to work when things feel so good. Mm-hmm. So I feel like our PP is coming from a place of caution, experiencing it. Their girlfriend is probably coming from a place of just pure excitement.
Yeah.
I get really worried about people moving for another person. I think you should want to live in the place you're moving to with or without them.
Yeah.
So if the relationship wasn't there anymore, would you still be happy being there? Do you have a support system there? Do you have a job there? Whatever it may be. And I just don't feel like it can be one person compromising, one person coming to the other. It has to be like we together are making this decision that's best for us. Maybe one person has a job that they cannot leave, or maybe one person has a house and then you're moving there. Like, I feel like it needs to be, we're doing this together. So there isn't that resentment of you made me do this. It needs to be like, oh, we're doing this together. And maybe that means you move to a neutral city together so that neither one is, or maybe do a trial period. And I don't know what your work situations are, but if you have any flexibility, it's like, I'm going to come there for a month, then you're going to come here for a month, and we're going to just like see what we like. Or I don't know, making sure that it's not one person picking up and changing every aspect of their life. New job, new home, new friends, new everything. It can just get really difficult. But if you're going to be in a long distance relationship, that is the end of it. You guys do need to eventually move and be in the same place. So
yeah, I think I have a little bit of a different read than you, or a different like reaction than you, where I'm like, you either, in this scenario, they both have lives. They both want to stay in their places. Someone has to give if they are going to be together. So like, yes, I agree that you should try for compromise, or you should generally want to live in the city that you're moving to and whatever.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that that is most of the reality for most relationships that are long distance, where it's like, sometimes you're like, all right, I don't want to live in the city. I don't have friends and family here, but like this relationship is really important to me and I want to give it a go. And like, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think obviously there are other ways to try to go about it first. But in your scenario, I think it's extra hard because you've had experience of this not working out and leaving a bad taste in your mouth, like actually not being right. And other people have experience of that being, oh, I moved, didn't work out, moved home, no big deal. I would do it again. But like, I'm glad I got to experience the relationship that way so that I know.
yeah.
It sucks that like you come from a place with that experience already. And I'm sorry for that for you. But there is also a level of like trusting that your partner is not you, and that like your experience is not going to be their experience. And I said, 100%. I know that you said like, oh, well, how do I just be comfortable with her wanting to make this change? To me, a little more comfort at least would come from time. You guys sound like you're still pretty new.
Yeah, that's what she said in the beginning. It's like a newer relationship. So maybe they're only 2 hours away.
Yeah, I'm like,
and I'm assuming it's a 2-hour drive. It sounded like, not a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
That we could like, let's do that for a little bit of time.
Let's just try to be together for a year.
Yeah.
And spend long periods with each other in each other's cities, or if your work doesn't allow, then just like, we see each other every other weekend, no questions asked, and that's going to be expensive and annoying, but like that's your relationship is the most important thing in your life, so let's figure it out.
There's a spider.
Oh, fuck me.
Can I use your cards?
Oh no.
I don't have anything
That's fine, go.
Gross.
Ew. But
sorry.
Dude, tumordeck.com, it can do anything. It's a spider smasher.
Also, sorry to kill a spider, but I did read that, and I think we shared on the podcast a long time ago, that you should not take spiders from in your home and let them outside, because the life of a spider, it was most likely born inside. It doesn't know how to live outside. It's a completely different like ecosystem out there. So you're just setting them up for death out there, where they won't be able to find food and stuff. So
just end it quick.
End it quick and fast.
All to say, I feel like you are never going to be fully comfortable with this, because you may never be fully comfortable with this because you've had quote unquote trauma around it. So it's about like lessening that fear so that you can actually enjoy it. And I think lessening it is through spending more time together, feeling more sure about each other before making a leap, like building true trust with each other, where she can actually tell you, hey, actually this doesn't feel good. I'm just doing it and I don't, whatever. Yeah. So I think maybe set a timeline for the two of you and be like, let's do this for a year till we figure it all out, blah, 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 blah. And then during that year, how do we make this a more comfortable place for you to move?
100%.
How do we, that kind of thing.
No, I totally agree with you with all of that. I think time is really important. Like, just don't do it too soon. But like Taryn said, this is not your last relationship just because that was left an icky taste in your mouth. Instead of taking away from that, I will never do that again, or I will never let someone do that again, it's maybe I will never do it in the same way again. You can do a similar thing. Like, it's just, if somebody goes through a divorce, that doesn't mean they can never get married again, but they might not have a marriage in the same way. And that's a good thing. Like, we're trying to learn from those experiences. I also think sharing all of this with your partner is so important. Of like, I left my last relationship moving for someone with so much resentment towards that person. Yeah. And I don't want us to have that. So how do we make sure that I'm not feeling this pressure of like, if I want to go out with my friends one night and you haven't made friends yet, I like need to be around you. How do we make sure that this isn't causing any animosity towards each other? Yeah. Or if, God forbid, like you're not happy here and you have to move home, like you're not mad at me, But you guys are only 2 hours apart. I really think we do the LDR for a little longer.
Yeah, it's not even really an LDR.
2 hours?
2 hours.
It could take me 2 hours to get to the west side.
So fair.
It took me an hour and a half to drive to work one day.
Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm in a long distance situation with like my parents. That's like an hour and 20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, make it
Love you,
work for
PP.
now and just like really over communicate this one. Like, let's talk this one out.
And yeah. Yep.
And yep. And yep, yep.
And yep, all solved. We fixed it. Congratulations.
No problems here. Done. Another satisfied PP.
Leave us a review on Amazon. 5x,
Amazon.
5 stars. Uber.
On Uber.
Just, one of those platforms.
Oh, I thought you meant for the podcast. I was like,
no.
Spotify?
For the problem solvers
Apple
that we are.
Podcast. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.